It's a very exciting time to be a wrestling fan.
If you're in the business of making money, it would behoove you to be a safe and inclusive space.
Whether you agree with what someone is saying has nothing to do with his right to say it.
He's taunting me.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. When I tell you that I am literally so exhausted right now. This was supposed to be my days off. This was supposed to be my days off. And I can't get that because you guys are succubus and you just won't let me rest. Now, will you? I haven't uploaded 4 videos in one day in years. I think the last time I uploaded this heavy was probably like WrestleMania 22, like 2 years, or no, WrestleMania 22. Holy shit! Wow, you know what's on my mind right now? That was a pretty damn good show, though. So, mix, whatever. Go watch my review, motherfuckers. Nah, I haven't done anything like this since like what, WrestleMania. I guess that would have been what, 38, 2 years ago. That's what I meant to say. 22, 2. I'm retarded. You understand? Man, you know, and it's fine. It is what it is. I gave my word. I gave my commitment, and I'm here now. But we're gonna end it with a strong show, hopefully. Right? Fuck, I uploaded more videos in one day than I do in a week at some points, man. Fuck. Alright, let's see what we have on the top for tonight. Oh, by the way, for the people who are probably new to this channel who are watching me review Raw, don't get used to this. I'm literally on my vacation right now. That's the only reason why I'm reviewing Raw right now. Any other day, I'm unfortunately at work doing my thing. My thingy thing. I can't stop saying that. Ever since King Von and that whole documentary, I now start saying my thingy thing. I just completely stole his thunder. I feel bad now. Actually, no, I don't feel bad. Fuck, where's the lineup for tonight? Hang on. Line up. How do I put a lineup for the Google search thing, right? And they pull up somebody with a tape line. That shit ugly as fuck too. Fuck, I can't find it. Hang on. Raw cover up. We have DIY and the New Day versus the Judgment Day in the 8-man tag team match. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Ivy Now and Maxine Dupree. Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. Oh my god, that sounded horrible. That's no, I'm actually legitimately tired. I wasn't yawning at the card. I mean, this card is fucking shit from what I'm looking at. But oh god, that was just a coincidence. I promise you, I was not yawning at the card. Although this shit does look boring. And we have The Rock and Roman Reigns to appear tonight. Hopefully they can deliver. Hopefully we get something of substance, considering this is technically the go-home show, at least for Raw, going into WrestleMania. Am I looking forward to this? You know what? Actually, I am. Just considering how good of a Raw last week is, and because we're going into WrestleMania, I'm wholeheartedly thinking to myself that this is going to be, even though the card looks absolutely garbaggio, I'm actually thinking to myself this is going to be a pretty damn good show. I mean, I know, call me crazy. Devontae, you lunatic. I know. But something tells me this show might deliver tonight. I'm never going to look at the card and then judge a book by its cover like I usually do. Who the fuck is that? Is that a kangaroo? No, that's just a... Nah, that's just who the fuck? Oh, that's one's dog. Damn, I feel bad now. All right, with that being said, let's get into the show. Come on, let's get this shit over with. Oh, thank you, WWE Raw. How kind of you to put a lame-ass match on while I'm about to talk about this right now. So while they're about to do this whole 8-man tag match scenario with the Judgment Day versus the New Day versus DIY, whatever their fucking names are. Well, it's only 3 letters, DIY. Why am I so retarded tonight? Maybe it could be the fact that I uploaded 3 fucking videos. You bastards better go check the video. Check the videos out after this, though, okay? So, let's talk about this opener, because this shit went on forever. You ever seen the Sunlight? Forever. Seriously, this shit went on for 30 minutes. And I'm going to be honest with you. This whole segment could have been wrapped up in less than fucking, like, 10 minutes, honestly. They did not need this much time. It's like they were rambling on and on and on, saying a bunch of fucking nothing. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you guys, alright? I fuck with The Rock, alright? I have no problem with Roman Reigns besides the fact that he never shows up. By the way, 1,310 days? How many defenses were in that 1,310 days? I mean, if it ain't reaching at least 3 digits, I don't really give a shit about that title reign, but that's okay, all right? I honestly can't even sit back and tell you, like, digest, like, I can't even sit back and legitimately tell you what was actually going on with The Rock in terms of his promo. Like, honest to God, I don't know what else to say besides the fact that he was just rambling. Like, he recounted all the things that happened last week. He pulled up some vignettes of some shots of some little girls crying over the fact that Cody Rhodes got his ass kicked. And of course, you got people on Twitter going, fuck them kids, fuck them kids, fuck them kids. The internet is so weird. Now, how much you want to bet? I guarantee you. And I know it's a joke at the end of the day. I know they're just joking. No, I'm not a little bit of a fetty daddy. I just find it very fucking weird because I guarantee you, if it was something along the lines of, say for an example, there was like a dog crying over The Rock Cody Rhodes getting his ass kicked. And like a cat fucking crying or a parakeet or some shit, I guarantee you those same people will playfully also go, Rock, you monster, you made my doggy cry. I guarantee you, because the internet is weird as fuck like that, where they actually care more for animals than they actually do for actual fucking little baby humans, because again, they're fucking retarded and they're disgusting. I want those people to stay far away from me, and honestly, they should be locked up in a padded cell. But nevertheless, though, The Rock pulls this up, and then he introduces his cousin, Roman Reigns, who comes out. He's the final boss. Oh, wait, no, that's just what his animation dictates in his stupid-ass 3D graphic. Regardless, though, he comes out, and I shit you not. You think The Rock was rambling on? At least he was attempting to be funny. He wasn't funny, but he was attempting to be funny. Roman rambled on even more, saying goddamn nothing. I mean, goddamn nothing. Rada, rada, rada. Final boss. Rada, rada, rada. Longest reigning champ. Rada, rada, rada. I acknowledge me. Yada, yada, yada. Rada, rada, rada. Blah, blah, blah. I shit you not. That's how the entire promo went. If you don't acknowledge me, I'll leave. Or some shit like that. He probably didn't say it exactly like that. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that. But he said he'll leave. And it did this. Apparently in his 2-hour biography he had last night on A&E, apparently he said that if he loses his match against Cody Rhodes, that he's going to leave. Like, what do you mean? Leave WWE? Leave, what, the wrestling profession? What the fuck do you mean? I'm pretty sure he means he's gonna take a hiatus. By the way, fucking just round of applause for the morons in WWE who thought that was a good creative decision for Roman to go out there and just essentially spoil the entire WrestleMania match. Like, of course we know he's going to leave. He's never fucking around. Obviously he's gonna leave. Just absolute shitter me timbers, right? And now, honestly, with him talking like that, it makes me think that Rock is going to be the one to fuck him over now. Like, it's clear that tag team match is happening tomorrow or Saturday night. Like, we all know that Seth and Cody are going to lose. We all know that going into the main event, it's going to be bloodline rules. And we clearly know that Cody's going to win the belt, but don't just throw it up in our faces like that. It's so fucking obvious. Nevertheless, though, while he was in mid-sentence, his last word, Roman had one fucking job. I guess he was going to say clear the room or clear the air. He somehow botched the word fucking clear. And, well, I mean, that was supposed to be Seth's clue to come out. And, look at me, I'm talking about he botching the fucking word, and I'm botching my goddamn words. I guess we're both retarded. Acknowledge us! That's the world's biggest retards. Well, Seth comes out, all cringe-like, from the fucking upper stage, all shield-like. He's coming through the crowd, has his goofy-ass Suspect suit on, as usual. Suspect Rollins strikes again. I shit you not, that dude sounds like a fucking... I swear to God, he sounds like a parody from fucking Thriller. He's like, shut up, folks, and listen to them sing my song. Yeah, I know, I said shut up, folks, to the people that he wants them to listen to the song, so meaning the folks need to sing the song. Whatever. Go with the flow, bitches. He essentially asks Rock and Roman, hey, which one of you buffoons want to fight me tonight? Because, of course, Roman Reigns, the guy who never fucking wrestles, and Rock, the guy who hasn't wrestled in 8 years, according to Michael Cole, if you count what happened at WrestleMania 32. I don't, so I'm going to be the logical one, and I'm going to say 11 years, because that's the last time I had a legitimate fucking match. Michael Toole. But of course, Rock and Roman, they denied his request, pretty much called him a loser for even thinking that was going to actually happen. And who stepped up to the plate? Solo Sikoa. And here I'm thinking to myself, Rock is calling this the world's biggest Raw, the biggest Raw of all time, or whatever lame ass fucking indoctrination, fucking master machine propaganda word he wants to use or phrase. But then he threw a little bit of a caveat that does interest me a little tiny bit. He said this is going to be the biggest Raw of all time when Solo Sikoa stepped up. And he said tonight the match is going to be Bloodline Rules. Which I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I'm interested. I'm going to assume they're not going to tout this as the biggest, which is not going to be the biggest Raw of all time. Stop being the dickhead. But at the same time, it makes me think something big is going to happen tonight. It makes me think something, I don't know, really dope is going to happen tonight. This is the go-home show, technically, of WrestleMania. I mean, I guess SmackDown will be the go-home show. But, you know, I would say Raw if they actually gave a shit about their brand split, but they don't. So I don't, and we don't together. So that's what we're looking forward to tonight. Get the fuck out of here. That's going to be get the fuck out of here. That's going to be the main event for tonight. Don't ignore that. It's Florida. All I get is bugs around my house, okay? Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be very interesting. We also have some words from Becky Lynch. Apparently, Rhea Ripley was on Ariel Helwani. By the way, go check out my CM Punk video. Doing pretty well right now as far as viewership because it's considered as far as my realm and my metric is concerned. But she had a little bit of an interview with Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani was like, hey, look, it's Rhea Ripley. It's your enemy. And Becky Lynch was like, why didn't you pick up my phone, Ariel? And Ariel was like, because Rhea Ripley got me pussy whipped, girl. And then Becky Lynch was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm outside the building, Rhea. Can I come in there and fight you? And Rhea's like, yeah, sure, you can come in and fight me. And Becky came in the room and she didn't fight her for real. And then they broke them apart. And then she ended up backstage because she teleported. She has Goku powers. And one of the fucking botted interviewers were like, hey, so what are you gonna do tonight, Becky? And Becky was like, try to take over the world. And then the Pinky and the Brain theme started playing. No, she said she's gonna show up in the middle of the ring later on tonight and she's gonna call out Rhea Ripley and we're gonna get a pull apart brawl. Obviously that's what's gonna happen. Are you not entertained? Are you not a wrestling fan? Do you not know how this fucking works? But nevertheless, though, I think I heard that they said this is going to be an hour-free commercial break or some stupid shit like that. And I call it stupid shit because usually when they do things like that, they just completely bombast us with a bunch of goddamn commercials in the second and third hour. So prepare yourself for a bunch of nonsense. For you, not for me. I'm actually happy about that because it gives you time to record some of these segments and, you know, take a break or two to go shit or make some hot dog water and drink it because that's a lot much better than watching this match right now at the moment. Alright, but with that being said, let's go. Oh, wait, is it over? Is that it? Is the match over with? The match isn't over with already. Is it? Hold on, let me see something. Oh, they did win the match. I don't know what happened. Well, okay, that's fine. At least they gave me time to record this. So with that being said, let's continue on with the show. Perfect time. I mean, they actually started that shit. The intro started right when I recorded this, and it ended right when the match ended. Perfect. I don't have to review this shit. All you have to know is that the Judgment Day won. Let's continue. Oh, look at that. A relevant artist. You don't see that very rarely in WWE. So, apparently, I like to think that Lil Wayne just hangs out backstage at WWE shows, and he's been there the entire time, and we're just now noticing him. Based! But now apparently Lil Wayne's going to be at WrestleMania doing a performance. You know it's bad. Well, I can't say that because I grew up on Lil Wayne. I mean, I never really grew up on like, you know, what was it, like the Carter 3, you know, with the Lollipop and Miss Officer. I remember those songs, but I grew up on, you know, Lil Wayne, you know, Young Money Lil Wayne, Bling Bling. Although actually no, was he? I think he was doing Cash Money in 07, right? I could be wrong. I don't know. Someone tell me. I don't remember. I don't know. Again, the Lil Wayne that I grew up with Lil Wayne and, you know, Juvie and all them boys, but that was like 25 years ago, and I'm dating myself right now. The block is hot. The block is hot. But now he's going to be there at WrestleMania. Apparently, I'm assuming he's going to play Jey Uso out to the ring. I'm probably just going to be an actual performance. I'm not sure if he's going to play Jey Uso. That'd be pretty lit, though. I'd be cool with that. Again, it's actually a hip-hop artist who's actually, you know, good. Or at least compared to the other rappers today, good. We had this little vignette before the match with Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed, which we'll get to in a little bit, where, god damn, got the bubblies. Got the bubblies. Well, it was kind of cheesy. I liked it, but it was kind of cheesy in the same vein. So you had Chad Gable training Sami Zayn to be prepared for his IC title match at WrestleMania. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, and I'm probably looking a little bit too deep into this, but two things. One, is it just me, or like, why the fuck would I want a loser? Like, I beat you, Chad Gable. You're the last person I want to learn from. You lost to Gunther, and you lost to me. Why the fuck do I give a shit about your training? Like, I don't need your training, motherfucker. I need someone who actually beat fucking Gunther. Where's that Dragunov guy at? He beat Gunther. Can I get him to train me? He actually knows the fucking secrets to beating Gunther. You, on the other hand, you lose, and then you lose to me. What the fuck? That made no sense to me whatsoever. Unless they're trying to do a bit of a swervy McSwerve. I'd be okay with that. I did find it funny that he was training Sami Zayn the entire time, and it kind of looked like they didn't go that far, but it looked like, like Chad Gable was trying to sabotage Sami Zayn by making him super duper tired to, wear him out. So when he goes in there with Gunther, he'll be super weak. That's what it seemed like to me. But then they just completely scrapped that by having, Sami Zayn look really tough, and I'm going to fight Gunther in the eye of the tiger. Like, God almighty. But we had the match with Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn. It was what you expected to be. Pretty good, but I don't give a shit. It's WrestleMania weekend. I don't give a fuck about any matches on Raw or SmackDown right now. Unless it's going to be something like that main event tonight, which I am looking forward to because I'm curious as to what's going to play out storyline-wise. But it was a disqualification finish. Actually, I don't even know. Was it it wasn't a disqualification finish. Or it wasn't anything. Like, what the fuck? They didn't even ring the bell. I don't remember them ringing the bell. I could be wrong, but I don't remember hearing no fucking bell. Gunther was beating the crap out of Chad Gable and pulled him out from a backstage area. Mind you, though, I do want to notate the fact that Gunther never touched him. It showed Gunther pulling Chad Gable out, but you never seen Gunther actually put his hands on Chad Gable. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm pretty sure it might be a little bit of a swerve inside my life. A little bit of swerve inside my life. Wait, no, this isn't AEW. But, Sammy went out there to go help out, fucking Chad Gable, and then he ended up getting the shit kicked out of him. It is what it is. It's fine. I think it's gonna be a swerve though coming at WrestleMania. I do notice. I mean, they did show Chad Gable backstage looking sideways at the TV monitor because again, all the geeks in WWE they do shit like that. And we're back. Hang on, give me one shot. Oh no, they're talking about the Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, speaking of the Hall of Fame, Roman Reigns is gonna induct Paul Heyman, so that should be fine. That should be cool. That should be okay, and I should be looking forward to that. I am going to watch the Hall of Fame, but I'm not going to remark on it though. I don't really feel like it. Not to mention I got to go to work that night anyway. So fuck, is it on? No, I'm off on Friday too. My vacation is coming back till Sunday. I could record it, but I'm not going to do it. I got to prepare for WrestleMania the next day. So yeah, prepare yourselves, guys. We got some more stuff to get through tonight, so let's get to that because we're right back on this episode of Raw. Well, if it isn't our roosters coming to roost. Is that how you say it? Roosters, roost, whatever, man, you fucking understand, okay? Yo, apparently, and this just popped up my radar, I see right now Ricochet, but who gives a fuck? Let's talk about this for a second, alright? Yo, AEW are now starting to release talent. Hey, what did I say though, man? Didn't I say this eventually? I mean, again, I'm taking the obvious and I'm playing up on the obvious as if it's not being talked about already, as if it hasn't been talked about by a bunch of people that this was inevitable to happen. The only people who didn't want to listen, who thought to themselves, 5-star matches, really good matches, bringing Triple A talent, bringing some new band talent, and look what happens. Look at the consequences of what's happening to you dumbasses right now. Now your wrestlers are getting released, okay? And you say to yourselves right now, oh, well, it's just Stu Grayson, the guy who got released twice. I should have laughed at that. Fuck. And it's just Dasha Fuentes or Dasha Gonzalez, or whatever the fuck she's calling her. So, look, it sucks that they got fired from their jobs, all right? But let it be known, this is what happens when you want to be a niche. I want to be a person who just wants to wrestle, or I just want to be a wrestler. And what was that? What did we hear back in COVID a couple of years ago? Huh? AEW will never release any talent because they know what they're doing. Unlike WWE, all they do is release talent because they're trying to save their bottom line. Oh, really? Coming from the guy who said, I'm richer than Vince McMahon. I can do whatever I want. I have more money than him. Oh, really? How's that playing out for you right now, Tony Khan? Hi, AEW fanboys. How's that playing out for you dumb fucks right about now, huh? See, this is here, and I'm just going to remind you guys, because apparently you don't know what this definition is. You don't know what this word is. It's never really entered your vocabulary, and it's even worse because some of you guys are hardcore leftists, which makes it even worse, because again, you guys don't know what the fuck this word really means, in all accounts, in every aspect of your life. Reality. Reality is a word that has now entered your vocabulary, and it's now going to hit you but you ever seen those little ping pong things, those little games where like you're hitting the ball and it's going all over the fucking place? Well, that's reality inside of your brain right now, and it's about to fucking conquer every goddamn aspect of your fucking brain right now, because it's only gonna get worse from here. You see, right now they're about to release a bunch of fucking talent, because this is what happens when you pay millions upon millions of dollars for people, for fucking nobodies who do nothing for your fucking company at all. And the way you get back on that ROI is by showing them in promos, or let's replace this match with another match because DEI says so. Well, let's see what DEI gets you in the end of the day when the E replaces the I and the I replaces the fucking E, you goddamn mark. This was just inevitable. And you know what? It sucks that it's happening to the talent. I wish the talent could do something else, and hopefully, whatever they do, not to sound cliche, I wish them best on their future endeavors, but looking directly at a guy like Tony Khan, who is the reason why these guys are fired. You want to put all the blame and all the onus on Vince McMahon? Okay, fine. You have absolute every right to say something along the lines of that, but coming from the guy who actually said to himself, who put himself on a moral perch, who put himself on a holier-than-thou self-righteous goddamn perch, oh, does it feel so good to see him have to go out of his way to do the thing that everybody said that he wouldn't do, and that's release talent. Oh, it feels so fucking good. And guess what? It's only gonna get worse from here, because apparently he's on a releasing spree. Apparently it looks like he's gonna do some more releasing. I'll be keeping you guys updated throughout the video as far as what other talents he's gonna release. And granted, in the end of the day, this is not to say that the talent shouldn't be released. Look, with all due respect to a Stu Grayson, with all due respect to a Dasha Gonzalez, Dasha Fuentes, Dasha Bot, I really have to refer to it, they were meaningless and they mean nothing to the company. I just feel bad for them because I don't want to ever see anyone lose a job. But let's just call a spade, okay? They're absolutely expendable. But why are they expendable, Tony? I mean, if the onus goes on Vince McMahon and Triple H for making the creative decisions, why are they being released? Who is the head of creative? I mean, certainly, if we can look at Vince and Triple H and that manner, right? AEW fanboys, the same thing can be said about Tony Khan, right? Shut your fucking mouths. Stop sitting on your high horse, because eventually someone's gonna knock you off that perch. And the higher you put yourself up there, the harder it's gonna feel when you fall. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the show. It looks like the bloodletting, it's about to get a lot more bloodier. Okay, I'm not trying to be that guy. You know what? No, I'm absolutely gonna be that guy. Is it just me, or like whenever you see girls like Dakota Kai, or like Tegan Knox, or Candice LeRae, or anybody who looks like that, like you know that look, like that gamer girl type of look, anytime I look at them, why is it just like the first thing I think about is false allegation? Like they're not even involved in anything. Just anytime I look at a girl who just looks like a Dakota Kai, I don't know why, I just immediately think of false allegations. I'm trying to save you, man, for being based. Be fucking based. Speaking of base, though, we had this pull-apart brawl with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. It wasn't anything to it. They weren't really cute about anything. Becky Lynch came out to the ring. She's like pacing around the ring, and she's like, I'm the man. I'm the man. And with my man, mean I got a huge penis. And with this penis, it extends backstage. And I want Rhea Ripley to come grab onto it and let me reel her ass into this ring, and we can have a man-to-man confrontation, alright? Only difference between me being the man and you being the man is you being Sunny Kiss and me being some regular... You know what, let me not go there. Regardless, though, while she called her out, Rhea Ripley came out, and then you had Adam Pearce. Well, actually, Adam Pearce came out first, and he was like, no, boo me if you want. I don't care. You might have thought I was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I tricked you. Don't get the ball head and goatee. I'm Adam Pearce. Don't boo me, okay? I'm here to save this match for WrestleMania, and no one's going to come out here and ruin the WrestleMania match for next week. And then Rhea Ripley came out, and she was like, fuck your WrestleMania match, and she threw a belt at him, and then she ran into the ring, and she, completely just, geeked all the security guards, because that's what we do in 2024, is geek security guards. But that's okay. That's okay, because one of those security guards might be your next AEW World Champion. She runs in the ring, and then she starts to fight Becky Lynch, and then Becky Lynch started to punch her in the face, and Rhea Ripley started to punch her back in the face, and I'm like, God, this would be so much sexier if it was Nikita Lyons and Jada Parker. I'm just saying. I'm not throwing out any ideas. I'm just saying Nikita Lyons and Jada Parker should have a fight with me in the middle. And then, Rhea Ripley eventually got folded out of the ring, and then Becky jumped on the turnbuckle, and she was like, oh, God, dude! And she crossbodied her on the outside of the ring. And then, they started fighting some more, and then the camera cut, and that was pretty much it. I shit you not. There was no promo. There was nothing. I actually kind of like that. Get the fuck in, get the fuck out. And the aforementioned Dakota Kai, as I said before, they're getting ready for a 3-on-3 match that I don't give a shit about. Unfortunately, though, fortunately, it depends. Well, I'll say this. If they actually do something, because I'll say this, if they do something in the match, I'll talk about it. Because you know who did catch me by surprise? Going back a few segments, Ricochet and that Viking guy, Ivar, Eric, Razor. They had a match, and that was actually pretty damn good. I actually kind of shitted on it before I actually gave it a chance. I should probably stop doing that. Psych! Bitch! Cry! But nah, yeah, they had a pretty good match. That was actually really cool. I like that little space dive plancha tiger mask move that Ricochet did. That was actually pretty cool. I haven't seen that in a minute. And that little fall away slam when he caught it, that was actually pretty impressive. And then the 800 5-star 450 splash thing, power driver thumbtack move was really, really cool too. I'm saying though, if they look, Ricochet could be somebody if you actually gave him an opportunity. You know what I mean? Some type of story advancement, something for him to sink his teeth into. But as long as you just keep him out there wrestling, although this was a good match, he will forever be Ricochet to me. I know. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad, baby. Hey, AEW fans, you gotta face reality. That's also base. Is there anything else I missed on the show? I feel like I covered everything. Did I cover everything? Give me a second. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That Meek Mill guy is going to be performing. I go from one relevant rapper to another relevant rapper that I don't give a shit about. I mean, yeah, I like Lil Wayne. I like his old stuff. But, Meek Mill, I know I've heard of the name before, but I've never heard a goddamn song from him. And therefore, he is not relevant to me. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing some other stuff. I mean, maybe... Oh, yeah, Andrade. That's right. Apparently, he's gonna, join the Judgment Day or some shit like that. I wasn't really paying attention because it has no bearing on, WrestleMania, so who gives a shit? All right, did I cover everything? Now, I think I'm good now. We got the 6-man tag match coming up. Oh, look, Becky and Rhea are still fighting, and now they're not. All right, good. Let's continue on. I'm good now. Holy shit, that little follow through the curtain thing. Have they done that before? That was really, really fucking cool. I love that camera shot. So you had one of the interview bots. They're interviewing Seth Rollins while following him out to the ring, and he's walking, and she's interviewing him while he's walking, and then Drew McIntyre is somewhere in a cut. Which, by the way, he had a great vignette promo earlier, commemorating CM Punk's death and giving him an opportunity to go fight against Seth Rollins. But nevertheless, though, she's walking. Mind you, the camera is following them the entire time as he's making his way towards the ring in the backstage area through Gorilla and everything. Drew McIntyre stops him, and Drew McIntyre is looking at him because he made a remark as if he has a plan B for tonight's match, which is coming up in a little bit, so I'll make this quick. And Drew McIntyre stopped him and just stared at him and just grinned at him like, you fucking moron. And Seth is like, I'm not dead yet. And then he's walking. You can hear in the background Drew going, yet. Which was funny, but I love that camera shot. They're still following him as he's in a continuous camera span, and he's coming out of the arena through I don't know. I just really, really love that a lot. It reminded me of like WrestleMania 14 following Austin coming out to the ring, or like DX. They used to do that a lot back in the 90s and like the early portions of the Attitude Era, or like the late New Generation era. They used to do that camera shot a lot, but I don't know, I just really, and actually I think NXT used to do that a lot back in the days too. I fucking love that camera shot. That was fucking really cool. What else happened tonight? Before I get to the AEW releases, because I know that you see the timestamp, that's what you really want to hear me talk about. We did have a 6-man tag match with Dakota Kai and the rest of the nerds. I really don't care. And before I talk about this, I should probably run down the WrestleMania card, because we now know what's going to be for the schedule on night 1 and the schedule for night 2. So the night 1 matches is going to be Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, the Judgment Day taking on DIY, taking on the Awesome Truth, taking on the New Day, taking on A-Town Down, and taking on the New Catch Republic in a 6-pack ladder match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, the 6-man woman match with Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi taking on Damage Control. The LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee taking on Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. And the main event with the Bloodline taking on Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And on night 2, it's going to be Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Championship. Io Sky versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. LA Knight and AJ Styles one-on-one. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens in the 3-way for the United States Championship. As I predicted and said about 2 weeks ago, it's going to be the Pride versus the Final Testament in a 6-man tag team Philadelphia Street Fight match. Absolutely called that match. And the main event's going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. It is kind of weird, though, looking at the match card. And when they were doing the graphics, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, Cody and Roman just, man, and you can blame The Rock for this if you want to, but man, Cody and Roman does not feel like a main event for WrestleMania right about. I mean, maybe that's just how I feel. I feel like the tag team match in itself feels bigger than the World Championship match. Is it just me, or maybe I'm the delusional one? I don't know, but I feel like, yeah, that Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes match, I mean, I know why it's there. I know it's going to be a fun match. It just, I don't know. It felt like a bigger deal last year than it does this year, and I put that all on The Rock, honestly. The Rock is the reason why this match does not feel as big as it should be feeling. Because in reality, one might argue it really should be Rock versus Cody. Let's just be honest with ourselves, right? And the funniest fun thing I want to fun about. Okay, so the last couple of releases that we got so far from AEW. Now, I will say, at the very least, these are a bunch of nobodies. Again, I wish them best in their future endeavors. I hope they find a job as quickly as humanly possible. Nothing is affected as far as their families, but the boys, Dasha Fuentes, Jose the assistant, I don't know who the fuck that is, Hora Yol, okay, or Joel, Anthony Henry, Gravity, Stu Grayson, Parker Bourgeois, and Slim J. So, yeah, I don't know. Although Parker has the, I know he has the special acclaim, which, by the way, they might be released, I'm joking around, to say that, hey, you got released from 2 companies, boyo. That's pretty fucking cool, man. You're like one of the only people who can actually say something like that. You're in an elite group to yourself, boyo. So good luck to that future talent. And once again, just a reminder to Tony Khan and the rest of the incels and the AEW fan base, don't run your mouth, because sooner or later it will come back to bite you in the ass. But with that being said, we have a main event to get to, so let's talk about that, shall we? We shall. Folks, there are better ways to make people look like your equals without having to destroy them over and over and over and over again. Because here's my thing. At the end of the day, even if you want to make the argument that Cody Rhodes will win the World Championship at WrestleMania, where does that leave us, Seth Rollins? Look, let's call a spade a spade. That tag team match, Cody and Seth are losing that tag team match. Let's just call it like it is. They're losing that tag team match. And Seth, I'm pretty sure they're using that as an out for when Drew McIntyre takes that World Championship from him that upcoming Sunday. That's what that's all about. Seth Rollins is fucked. Like, Seth Rollins is fucked. And here's the thing. Cody Rhodes don't look any better. Even if he wins the World Championship when it's all said and done, he doesn't look any fucking better looking in this manner. See, here's my thing. There are paths to go down without having to make your wrestlers look like fucking geeks in comparison. Because what you see on television, for those who don't order the WrestleMania pay-per-view, they won't see that on Sunday. And they will come back next Monday with the image, the final image of Rock whipping the shit out of both of these fucking jabronis. With Roman Reigns, who will be gone from the company as he made the stipulation. It's obvious that he's going to be gone. Rock is going to be gone. The only path that Seth has coming out of all this, he's going to have to turn on Cody Rhodes. And that's going to have to be the first program coming out of WrestleMania. Honestly, there's no other way that I can look at this besides a swerve from Seth Rollins. That's the only path that I could actually think of that can save a Seth Rollins from looking like an actual fucking loser. They look like geeks tonight, but I mean just an overall fucking loser. A punk-ass bitch. I can't think of another way for Seth Rollins to get around this. How? So you have this match with Seth Rollins and Solo Sikoa, right? First off, can we just talk about the idiocy of the character Seth Rollins for a minute, right? So, it's already bad enough. You have a guy like Drew McIntyre who didn't even have a match tonight, mind you. He's gonna be super fucking healthy going into WrestleMania on Sunday. You have Seth Rollins, a guy who just came out of a fucked up knee or a fucked up ankle, whatever the case may be, going into a match, an Extreme Rules match essentially, getting his ass whooped by The Rock, the way he just got his ass whooped by The Rock. We'll talk about that in a minute. Going into Saturday to have a tag team match, to go into his match with Drew McIntyre, what is there to benefit? Like, I'm asking. Like, what is the benefit for Seth Rollins to put himself in this predicament? There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and goddammit, the Seth Rollins character has really jumped over that line a long time ago. Bro, it was as simple. Character-wise, I'm not talking, I know, folks, it's a fucking work. I've been watching wrestling longer than most of you have been alive. I know. I'm speaking strictly from the character because of the way they're booking Seth Rollins. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking atrocious. The booking of Seth Rollins is one of the worst booked world champions I've ever seen in the modern era of professional wrestling. I used to think that crown was worn by Rey Mysterio. Ironically enough, plugging it again, WrestleMania 22, reviewed that show last Saturday. Go check that out. I think it's crazy. I never thought someone would usurp Rey Mysterio as the dumbest fucking world champion in the history of pro wrestling. But goddamn it all, Seth Rollins has him beat. These past few months, Seth Rollins has him beat. Since February, Seth Rollins has this guy beat. The amount of clown situations that Seth Rollins has put himself into, his world championship buried, him as a character buried, him as far as his credentials buried, and now him as far as angles are considered absolutely buried. There is literally no upside to Seth Rollins participating in any of this. It's to the point where it's like, is he getting released or something? And they're just doing this to him because they feel like they can get this most out of him? Did he promise a release date? I don't know what the fuck is going on. You have this match with Solo Sikoa and Seth Rollins. Pretty decent match. They're doing a bunch of hardcore shit. Again, the dumb fucking character of Seth Rollins put himself into a position to go through multiple tables, right? He went through one table, he put himself through another table. I mean, actually, no, he powerbombed Solo Sikoa, but he still went through another table earlier on, right? The spots, the moves, all of this stuff to put yourself into a predicament in real life to fuck yourself up before the WrestleMania match, coming off a nearly horrendous injury. Put that to the side for a second. But the actual aspect of the fucking Seth Rollins character. He puts Solo through a table. He hits him with the curb stomp. He's about to go for the pinfall before Jimmy Uso comes out and he interferes in the match and he attacks Seth Rollins. Obviously, Jey Uso, he has his back, right? He beats the crap out of Jimmy Uso, takes him to the back. As he's taking him to the back, The Rock comes out and he beats the crap out of Jey Uso, right? Throws him into the curtains. He comes inside the ring. Seth Rollins, this is just the geekiest shit in the world. You even said you had a plan B, bruh. He's like smiling while The Rock is towering over him. Cody Rhodes, he comes back into the ring, right? Has bruises all over his face and everything from what happened to him last week. Band-Aid on and everything, right? This motherfucker gets into the ring. He attacks The Rock. Him and Seth Rollins start jumping The Rock. Roman Reigns never officially left the arena. He comes back in. He takes out Seth Rollins with a Superman punch. He takes out Cody Rhodes with a spear. And then Rock takes off his belt and he whips these fucking jabronis. Why do that? See, that's what I'm saying. The unnecessary shit like that. Now, not only did you make Cody and Seth look like fucking geeks, you make them look like retards. Seth Rollins legitimately was going on all night about having a plan B. Oh, up in my noodle right here, I passed a couple of exams. I'm not going to fail this test right here. Oh, fuck, yeah, you did. You absolutely failed the test, Seth Rollins. You can't put your baby faces into positions like this where they come outwardly and say that they have a plan only to fucking have the plan foiled. That's a fucking heel thing. Heels have their plans foiled, not a baby face. Baby faces don't have their plans foiled. Imagine Austin saying some shit like, Vince, later on today, I'm gonna make sure I get what it's, I don't know, we get even or some shit. And then by the end of the night, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin is getting the shit kicked out of him. That makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Bruh. Rock goes out of his way and he whips the shit out of Cody and Seth. I mean, he is whipping the dog shit out of these boys. He had a shirt on initially, Cody that is, but apparently Cody really wants to be black, because if it's not MJF, then it's The Rock whipping the shit out of him. I mean, he whips this boy's shirt off, calls him boy, whips him and everything. God damn it, if the roles, can you imagine if the skin colors were reversed? Holy shit, can you imagine the fucking outrage that WWE will be getting at the moment? I bet you Cody Rhodes said to himself, I'm Kuta Kente, but you know what? Let's call myself, I'd rather be Toby, okay? My name is not, I'm Toby. I'm Toby Rhodes, all right? And I'm going to play the role of savior for the black race, because that's literally what he's doing right now. That's his fucking gimmick. I guarantee you that was a Cody Rhodes idea, because he's trying to save racism from The Rock. God, this all, everything about this was just dumb. This was just dumb, diddy dumb, okay? This is all dumb. Drew McIntyre, take the belt off of this goddamn retard. Please take the belt off of this guy. He has no clue what the fuck he's doing as a character, and the people who are booking him in this manner, he literally has no momentum. You killed all of his momentum. You made him like an idiot. You made him like a geek. He's a loser, just like Cody Rhodes, and that guy's gonna win the World Championship. Devontae, they're telling the story. This is a horrible way to tell a story. Even if, like I said, Cody Rhodes actually wins the World Championship, that is the lasting imagery you get of Cody Rhodes, is getting his ass whooped by The Rock and Roman Reigns. Well, Devontae, we have Friday Night SmackDown coming up, and you think the actual go-home show is going to be Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins getting even with The Rock and Roman Reigns based off of what happened this week and last week? Maybe they might chase them out of the ring, and that might be you nerds' way of saying, look, Devontae, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. You just suck when it comes to actually understanding that professional wrestling is usually viewed from a sphere outside of your own dirty-ass bubble that you call your home, that you call your house, or as I like to call it, your stupid fucking brain. Folks, this is not how you build to a WrestleMania match. Rock and Austin were on par. They were equals. They were both cool looking. They both got over on each other. Austin was not 100% getting over The Rock, and Rock wasn't 100% getting over Austin. What's the video package gonna look like coming up at WrestleMania? Cody getting his ass whooped the entire time? Seth getting his ass whooped the entire time? Like I said, the only way for a Seth Rollins to benefit out of any of this is to turn on Cody Rhodes. And even then, he'll probably like a nerd still, because Cody's gonna win the belt. With or without Rollins, there's no way to pull Rollins out of this. I just don't know what to tell you. There's no way. There's no way. He's gonna have to turn on Cody on Raw the next night. That's the only way I can really think about this. But even then, that makes no sense, because Cody is a SmackDown guy and Rollins is a Raw guy. This is, again, it's making me think that Rollins is getting released or something. There's no way a talent will allow themselves to be put in this position. This is just fucking plumb down ridiculous, if you ask me. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Overall, I thought this was a relatively decent Raw. I don't know if it was comparable to last week, because again, I didn't watch last week. That's up to you guys to decide for me, I guess. I don't know. Compare and contrast. But I can say that this is a relatively decent Raw. It went by really fast. They got their key stories, albeit completely one-sided in some occasions. They got their stories over, they got their points across, and we got SmackDown coming up this week. Hopefully, they do something to make Cody and Seth, I mean, honestly, even after this, I don't know what the fuck you're going to do to make them even. I really don't know how you're going to do it. But we'll just have to wait and see coming up on SmackDown. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be reviewing NXT, and I will be reviewing NXT Stand and Deliver on that upcoming Saturday after SmackDown. And I'm not recording anything on the Hall of Fame, obviously. I'm going to watch that person. It's going to be my own personal recluse, if you will. But with that being said, as always, my name is Devontae, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Raw as far as a review, because it ain't going to happen anytime soon after this show. So, you know, enjoy it while it lasts. You know, kind of like a pretty girl who you paid 30 minutes for and you spent your allowance on it. Okay, with that being said, let me get the fuck up out of here. As always, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Deuces, P-Eyes.